So let's talk about two different matchups that I see that both can deliver good ball flights, but one of them typically is a lot more consistent than the other for the everyday golfer. Tour players are in their own world. They can recreate whatever they want and typically hit the ball really well because they have a lot of skill. Everyday golfers, a lot harder to manage, different schedules, different body types, different skill levels, and so on. The first matchup, and this is the one that we'll see much more with recreational golfers, will be steeper arms in club and then shallower body angles, meaning they are coming out of posture, they're straightening out their spine, they're early extending, they're stalling, they're tilting back. All of those things, my upper body tilting away from the target, my body early extending, my pelvis kicking forward, those are shallowing mechanisms that my pivot is creating because my arm structure, whether that be lack of hand depth, the angle of the club, poor trail arm movements, something within my upper body, my arms and my club is creating a steepening effect, and then my body is creating the shallowing effect, which is not ideal typically, okay? And this is what we'll see a lot more within our lessons that people send in. The one that will typically lead to more success for the everyday golfer, because it's a lot easier to manage, is the one where we have shallower arms in club with a steeper body pivot. What does that mean? It means that I have a little bit more depth to my hands. I have more flexion on my lead wrist. I have the shaft angle coming down more horizontally, more behind the hands. Things that are going to move my low point back, move my path more from inside out, move my swing direction as a right-handed golfer more to the right, so that I can actually take my body and steepen those angles instead. Keeping the lead shoulder and lead hip down, keeping my body more inclined towards the ground, opening up with more rotation, right? So you have the golfers who have steep arms in club, shallow body pivot, versus the golfers who have shallower arms in club and steeper body pivot. Usually the latter scenario is the one that's going to be easier to manage for most golfers. This is not an absolute by any means. You'll see a wide variety of successful golf swings all over the place. I'm not denying that. I'm saying that if you want to be a little bit more consistent, you'll typically do that with the second pattern, not the first one.